Hey friends, Amanda here, Bare Bones Living. Welcome back. It's been some time, but we have been super busy with life and farm and all the things. But today is a very exciting day on our homestead because we are harvesting our first round of Bielefelders. And this is what we called our sustainability flock. And Bielefelders are a large breed chicken. They're a German chicken. Hens range around 10 pounds. And then roosters can range around 15 pounds. And we have one Bielefelder rooster, Freddie, that we used as our breeder. We got two. One of them was much smaller, so we kept him, the larger one. And then we have 10 hens that we bred with. And we had the Bielefelders separate. And then we had a separate coop of our barred rooster that we kept. And we had him in with barred females, barred hens, an Australorp hen, a buff hen, and 2 Rhode Island red hens. And we wanted to hatch the bards for future egg layers, the barred mixes. So that's why we put the buff in there and the Rhode Island reds, because those are high production layers. So the barred flock was supposed to be our future egg layers. And then our Bielefelder flock was supposed to be for meat. And so today, these birds are 16 and 17 weeks. I think the barred eggs were a week later, I believe. So today we are butchering our Bielefelders that are 17 weeks old. And we just chose 17 weeks because we had the time. It's Labor Day today. Mike was off of work. We had an extra day and we have actual time to devote to doing this, but we're excited to see how big these birds are going to weigh out. We have a majority of male Bielefelders, so they're going to be the bigger birds. But even the hens look to be a good size. So this is the first time that we have, have gotten our own eggs from our own, we've never bred these roosters before, hatched out our own eggs, and now we're harvesting these birds that we hatched from our fertilized eggs. So we're excited to see what the outcome is at 17 weeks with these Bielefelders. But this is the breeding stock that all those were made from. You can see Freddie, our Bielefelder rooster here. And then we have our barred rooster is somewhere around here. I don't know where he went. We got the reds, the bards, the buff. Oh, there he is. And then our one Australorp. What's up, dude? So these are the birds, our firstborn. Of the sustainability flock. These are obviously our Bielefelders. These are our barred crosses, barred and barred crosses, and then our guinea, obviously. But we were really testing out these Bielefelders, and these Bielefelders are a large breed bird, as you can see. These lighter ones are the males, and then the darker ones are the females. They are currently today, they are 17 weeks old. And I don't know if you can tell just how big they are, but they are pretty big birds. You can kind of see them in reference to, that's a hen next to it and then a rooster next to it there. They're pretty large, so we're excited to see how they work out. And then we have also in here, those are bards. You can tell that that barred rooster has some other coloring in him, because he's a mix of a barred and something else. He's probably an Olga mix, and she's an Australorp. He's got some green in his feathers. Not sure if you can tell that, but we had our barred in with our Australorp, our buff, other bards, and Rhode Island reds. So he's got a little bit of green in him. So I assume he's an Olga mix, but we're just gonna use these bards as meat birds. This rooster here is a Coco mix. That's a Coco. Coco is a French Copper Moran mixed with our Golden Wyandotte rooster. And then this lady here is, where'd she go? There she is. She is a Golden Wyandotte made from our Golden Wyandotte rooster and one of the other hens. I don't know which one exactly, but we don't have any Golden Wyandotte females. We have Silver Wyandotte and a Blue Lace Red Wyandotte females. We are not eating her or him. At the moment. Well, as an update, we ended up only butchering 2 of our roosters. Mike just decided to start with we wanted to start with the Bielefelder roosters because they were the largest and we wanted to see how much they weighed. And he just grabbed one that he could get, and it was one of the smaller roosters. And after we plucked it, I was like, wow, that's a really small chicken. And he only weighed like 2 pounds after we eviscerated him. So we decided to grab one of the largest of the roosters that we were going to butcher, and that one still was just under 3 pounds after we processed him. And so we are not happy with that turnaround, that weight in the birds. These are obviously not production birds. This is not a Rhode Island or a Cornish Cross or a Freedom Ranger or any of those things. But this was something that we could breed and use for meat. So we knew it was going to take longer, and we are doing it early. So we knew that they were going to be small, but under 3 pounds is not something that I am comfortable with continuing on. So we will let these birds continue to grow. We also do not free feed our birds. That might have something to do with it. You know, we ferment and measure out our feed. So they are on a strict diet because that's just how we have chosen to feed our flock. If we were free feeding them, they would be gaining weight a lot faster, but that's never been our intention. And we believe that fermenting our feed and feeding them sprouted grains is just healthier for them. And it's more cost effective on our feed. So that's an exchange that we know that we make, and we're comfortable with that. So we'll just continue to grow these birds out. They will be our meat birds, but we're at this rate, you know, maybe it won't be maybe it'll be Thanksgiving when we're processing our turkeys that we process these birds, or maybe it'll be Christmas. I don't know. Like I said, this is our first time butchering these birds for meat. I've never actually weighed I've never weighed Freddie. He's our rooster that we used to breed them, or any of the hens that we used to breed. So we actually don't know what their weight is. So it's just a learning curve that we're going to have to continue on. And these birds that we process, they will not go to waste. They are not as much meat as we were hoping for, but we will still eat them. And I'm sure they will be delicious meat. They will be tender because they are younger. And we'll just continue on with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and keep on following our journey, and we'll see just how this works out with these Bielefelders and with our other birds. So I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.